In the cockpit I sit tight, virtual flight diaries, we take flight. With the click the world spins round, in my seat I'm high above the ground. Realistic view so clear and bright, through the screen I soar up to the night. Clouds below, I feel so alive. In this world there's nothing I can't survive. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Bow is flashing, engines purring. In this world, we're free from the earth sphere. Throttle wide open, throttle wide open. We dive and climb in this digital ocean. Lights flicker, the world's so vast. Every turn a new adventure starts. From the ground to the highest peak in the world of flight, we're just beginning to speak. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Through the storm, through the calm, in this world we face it all. From the runway to the final glide, in the world of flight we find our stride. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flame, we'll never be far. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream by Virtual Flight Diaries. And we are actually here with the A2A PA-24-250 Comanche. And the reason I'm doing this stream is actually this is going to be the first in a series this year. I was on their Discord and I was like, hey, I saw that they posted a challenge for 2026, and the challenge is to take one of their aircraft and fly it as if you own it, utilizing their extensive persistent state model, and that's what we're going to do. So we're over here in Highland County Airport in Ohio, in Hillsboro, Ohio. It's a really cool little airport. I picked up the scenery on Flight Sim TO. And we bought a used 250. And what we're going to do is throughout this year, we're going to fly it on the stream and or on the channel and keep track of the wear and tear, any costs that we would accrue, upgrades, etc. So, and anything that goes wrong, we're going to have to add it to the cost to fix it. So we had the mechanic here go over it, and the owner cleaned it up somewhat. Looks like it's a little bit still a little dirty, but she is from 1958. So anyway, we're gonna fly. We're gonna take her to the Virtual Flight Diaries home base airport in Reading, Pennsylvania. So let's get on board, and well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the chocks. But we're gonna do a walk around. It's about an hour and 50-minute flight from here to Reading in this plane. And so the story is there's going to be I guess I got to go from the front. So during World Flight, I had donated, I was watching the Cali crew, and I donated to their charity, and I won from A2A. I won an A2A aircraft. So I reached out to them. I said, "Hey, I own all the A2A aircraft. Can I give it away?" And they said, "It's mine to do what I want." So we are here. We're gonna, if we get enough people, we're gonna get it away in cruise. So if you guys are interested, you can win one of either the A2A 250 or the Aerostar. All right, so we can come up here. What we're going to do is, that's right, we got to open this first. We're going to go inside. And we're going to put the battery on. Our mechanic had tested all the lights, but we're just going to, that's right, this is mechanical. Duh. So many planes I fly. All right, this is a mechanical flap. So we just put the flaps down and we'll do our walk around. So we'll go here. Seems tight. Might be a little play in there. So since we're going to be doing this in and that's empty, we're not going to be using the tip tanks. So I thought, guys, that we would, I thought we'd have some fun with it. Let you guys pick routes, and we'll do all kinds of things. All meanwhile, uh, keeping track of the plane and any of its failures, doing the procedures to make sure we can catch things. That'd be pretty cool. All right, let's check the oil. Wow. Could do an oil change. Let me get a closer look. We're gonna have to add some oil. Fine. That's what we do walkarounds for. So the 2024 walkaround mode is a little bit of a limitation with this plane. And it really, this isn't A2A's fault. Check you. No odd. Seems pretty tight. All right. So let's pull this out. We're going to get, so this thing only has a GPS 430. Here we are on, we'll be flying on the network. So we need some sort of GPS just to make life just a little easy. We're not trying to kill ourselves, but we got an old school GPS in there. All right, maintenance, oil. And quartz in there. How do we see? Let's top it off. Hey, Holden. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. It is going good. Last day before I have to go back to work. All right, so oh, so that overhauled. We don't want that. So we want some hours on this engine. All right, so let's check. So bafflings, engine baffling is starting to dry up and not sealing as well as when it was new. It is still providing fairly good seal, but replacing the baffling would probably lower your engine temperatures. Okay. Well, we'll deal with that. We're not going to change that here. There's no mechanic really here. Let's have our mechanic look at the airframe. So we got something isn't right with the elevator. Something's binding or scraping when moving. It should be fixed now to avoid a disaster in flight. All right, so we're going to have to fix that. And it should be overhauled now or in the very near future. All right, we'll hold that off. All right, so I don't know why it was set to 0, but we got to use plane. 4,000 hours on the frame, 684 hours on the engine. Got 8 quarts of oil. We'll put 12 in. All right, we're topped up with oil. We're topped up with everything. Got baffling, so got to keep an eye on our temps. And let's get fired up and let's get out of here, guys. All right, so normally we wouldn't start up and pull out of a hangar, but I can't remember how to use the tow bar. So there is a tow bar option, and which is pretty cool. So we can actually tow it out of the hangar. But user error on my part, so we're going to fire this up and run some checklists. And yeah, so pre-flight is complete. Controls, locks removed. Maneuvering speeds reviewed. Parking brake is set. Gear switch is down. Flaps are up. Yeah, so they're actually cable driven flaps, which is pretty which means they'll operate even with an engine failure. So radios are off, autopilot masters off, avionics are off, all electrical switches are off. I have them actually bound. So our circuit breakers are in. And fuel quantity, that's right, we need 300 pounds of fuel. So let's put some fuel in here. All right, so we put, we'll start off 28 gallons, and we'll mark it from here. So whenever we add fuel, we got to remember those pricing. All right, and rotating beacon, pitot heat on, rotating beacon is on. All right. All right, so engine startup, fuel selectors to the desired tank. That's good. So a lot of people make the mistake with this plane, and I've seen even some streamers to do it, and I'm not going to knock anybody. But this aircraft actually doesn't have feed from both tanks. What this does is opens a valve and it draws from either the main wing or the tip tank or off. And what people do is they put these on, and yeah, it would work if it's a nice, calm, level flight, but you can actually have fuel transfer over to the other wing. So you don't actually want to do it like that. So, and I'll show you guys how to switch tanks in flight. It's actually a pretty simple procedure, but if you get it wrong, you're going to kill your engine. So, all right, so engine startup. All right, mixture's rich. Props full forward. Throttle's cracked. Master switch on. Car peep is off. Fuel pump is on. I'm going to check for fuel pressure. There we go. We got fuel pressure, fuel pump off. All right, so we got to prime the engine. It's about 40 degrees out, somewhere around there. So give it 3. Mags to both. And all right, let's go. Clear prop. So this is made by Piper. This is and the developer for the sim is A2A Simulations. All right, so got that on. Avionics, come on now.
Center, Canada 1020 Heavies with you, flight level 380.
So, doesn't look like we have.
Clear to like slow Joe, Canada 1020.
We don't have any. For our route, we don't have any ATC. I'll leave Washington Center on. All right, that's warming up. We'll get our flight plan in. So what do we got? 6714 for our transponder. Turn you on, so remote C. All right, and we got 114. 1445 for our first waypoint. We're going to use the nav for backup. Should be this one. All right, so let's get our flight plan in real quick. As quick as this 430 would allow. So our first waypoint is JPU, which is Parkersburg. Let's go back one. I'm going to start AKHOC. Island County. Okay. We'll do this again. I'm not used to this. Man, I missed my 750. All right. Let's do this again. KHOC. Enter. All right. Now we could do APU. So we can actually go all the way up to the GTN 750 with this plane. And the next waypoint will be Johnstown. So we'll go.
Southwest 1153 with you, flight level 370.
Any airliner guys out there have seen this waypoint in their flight plan coming from Chicago if they're heading east?
We have them on the radar, Southwest 1153.
After Johnstown, we're going to Rashi. And after Rashi, it is Ravine. So I'll show you the route, guys, the route real quick. So you guys can see it. And Reading. So Reading Airfield is going to be our home base for this guy. All right, flight plan is in. All right, so we also have to align. So that's 33.
2983 on the 79% by the 76, line is south, American 711.
I love how the hopefully it translates with the YouTube compression, but you can see the whole cockpit shaking, which is very realistic. Right, that's set, and we're going to be taking off runway 23. That's the way the windsock's blowing. Miserable day. Yesterday, I was checking out the scenery and stuff like that, and it was nice and clear out over here. Let's reset that. I think we're good to go. Warming up. Everything's in the green. Cylinder head temperature's almost there. All right. Let's do the taxi checklist. Taxi. So the primer is locked. Avionics master is on. Amp meter is checked. We have good volts. Yeah. Gyro suction. There's our EGT. Oh, their amp meter is good. All right, radios are on. Flight plan is programmed in. Frequencies are tuned in. The ADS-B is on. Transponder is set to autopilot test. So turn the autopilot on. So it's a little test. And it's ready. So I'll put it on heading. Should be able to break free of it. Does disconnect. All right. All right, autopilot test. Heading indicator set. Altimeter is set. And landing gear lamp is 3 green. Or landing gear lamp is green. And the parking brake is released. Let's pull out of the hangar. Brakes are checked. All right. We all got the run up to go. Let's head out to the airport. We're out to the runway. Highland County Comanche 240 Mike, taxiing runway 23 for departure. Highland. All right, yeah, we got to get up and cruise and give one of these away. All right, running lights on, or taxi lights on. Get down here to the end of the runway when we'll do our little run up. Using rudder and differential braking to steer this thing. Miserable day. Try to stay out of the clouds. So I know I filed 5,000 said, Holden said, do you like this plane more than the Bonanza single prop? Not more. About the same. It's one of those, it's a great GA aircraft, and it's just as in depth. So we're going to swing it around into the wind. Quiet day at the airport. All right, parking brake's on. We'll hold the brake. So yeah, I mean, it actually has some elements of persistence that's I would say is even maybe a little bit, that inches itself above the Black Square single engines, the Black Square Bonanza. But as far as whether I have a favorite between the two, I like them both. All right, so run up. We're going to bring it up to 2,000 RPMs.
Yeah, try again for KLM 547.
Mag check. That was good. Let's check the right. It's a good drop. And props. Back to 1,500. Heat check. Got a drop, and it was stable. And bring it back to idle. Holds the idle. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Highland County traffic, Comanche 240 Mike, departing runway 23. Be a right-hand departure or right-hand turn for an east departure. Highland. So yeah, so the reason you're still hearing ATC is I'm actually monitoring. Washington Center, just to have some ATC chatter in the background. All right, guys. Bring power up. Straighten out. .85 knots is our rotation. There we go. Up we go. How's the rate? Gear up. Trims out very nicely. First, we got a lot of vibration. That can't be good. did file IFR, so. All right, autopilot on. Get that tracking. So this does have a fancy aftermarket GPS. We are descending very quickly. There we go. We're stable. Try to see if we can knock out some of that vibration. I think we're running our engines a little too hard. So it actually, so like this vibration isn't normal. So there's something knocking in the engine. It shouldn't vibrate this much. So we're going to get up to cruise altitude. And then we'll see if we could sort this out.
I missed the call sign. Who was it? 2 kilos out.
All right, autopilot on. Altitude hold.
50 kilos out. Watching ready for it.
All right. So let's get a cruise power setting in here. Lights off. So what that beeping was actually the autopilot's control of the rudder of the elevator exceeded the trim. So it doesn't have an auto trim. So you actually have to then manually trim it until that sound goes off. So that's what that beeping is. So there's a little work to it. It's actually more work than the Black Square Bonanzas, which is more of a modern feel. You have to think this airplane was made in the 50s, so
Freaker 5693, contact New York Center 125.32. 125.32, 5693. Center 18 Lima Sierra, cross JQ at 13,000, the Boston 792 speed. Big Jakey 1000, we have the pump cylinder for agency here. So down to 244 Jackson, close, frequency change through, stay.
Everything's in the green.
American 80.
Let's lean out.
Close, frequency change through, have a good day.
Mind the shaking. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know how if we're going to be able to do a 2-hour flight with this like this.
Washington Center, hello, good afternoon. Delta
So we're going to lead Richard Peak.
230, direct to DJ.
Delta 209, Washington, good afternoon. I'll have higher in about a minute.
All right, higher in 1 minute, Delta 209, thank you.
About 20 degrees Richard Peak. And let's
Good
go.
afternoon, this is JetBlue 1201, climbing to go to 160 for 230.
JetBlue 1201, Washington, Roger. Maintain follow 230.
Maintain flight level 230, JetBlue 1201.
Delta 209, climb and maintain, flight level 340.
340.
You know what I bet it is? Remember when we were looking at the maintenance and the propeller was showing some wear? I bet the propeller's slightly out of balance. Because all our engine is green. So I bet the propeller's out of balance, so we got this vibration going.
American 1004, clear direct Blue Jay.
That's how realistic it is.
American 1004, clear direct.
So I bet if I had to fix the propeller, we wouldn't be having this vibration.
American 1004, going to Charlotte, clear direct Blue Jay.
All right, so we'll just run it a little on the
American 1004.
closer to 65% than 75%, and we'll just have to monitor it. But I think we'll just have to deal with some shaking until we get it to Reading, and we're able to fix the propeller there. But this is why we want to do this. This would be something that you would be experiencing in real life. Oh, we do have an IFR flight plan. That's why we're in the clouds and we're good. Oh, New York Center came online. All right. Cool. So we got to be so a couple things we have to be mindful is icing. This has no real icing mitigation, so it's not certified for known icing conditions. Cool. Do you know how to do VFR on the network? VFR flight is actually a little one of my weak areas. There's actually a lot more rules to VFR flight than there is to IFR flight, at least for what I gathered. But yeah, you'd have to plan it just like the real world. So, avoiding all the airspaces that were let's put on some noise canceling. So avoid all the airspaces that, have, roles like class Bravos, so on and so forth. And you can, you file a VFR flight plan on the network. And when we, like, say New York Center's online, we get, New York Center. Get New York Center and call them up and request flight following. We would do a VFR request. Say, we're a Piper 250 Comanche, this position, and we're en route to Reading, and we'd like flight following.
Center JetBlue 306, 50370.
All right, so we need New York Center up. Not for a while yet, but
JetBlue 306, Fox Center, good afternoon. And
125325.
Roger, thank you very much.
Put New York Center in. Yeah, that propeller's trash. We might actually have to divert if it gets too bad. That looks cool, guys. All right, so giveaway. The legal stuff, let's get out of the way. This is a gift that I won from A2A since I for one of their aircraft, and I asked them if I could give it away to you guys. So they said, "Yep, it's yours." So this is actually not sponsored by A2A. This is actually from me. So we have to get that out there. And of course, this is not a part of any YouTube or YouTube partnership. So what I'm going to need is, once you guys win, I need your name and your email address so I can email it to Lewis Bloomberg over at or Bloomfield over at A2A, so he can contact you guys and get you set up. So I'm going to pin my email address in the chat. So when you win, just send your name and in the email address that you want to use for A2A over to this email address. And I'll be able to get that over to them. All right, so let's set this up. So it's going to be a keyword giveaway. Open to everybody who's subscribed. So, because you have to put the keyword in chat. So we're going to do exclamation point all right, exclamation point Piper. Exclamation point Piper in chat for a chance to win one of the A2A aircraft, either this one or the Aerostar. All right, we'll do a fuel transfer. So what you have to do is, for fuel transfer, you put the fuel pump on. Make sure you have fuel pressure. Move the tank that's off to on first. And then you can bring that back. Wait to see that you still have fuel pressure. Shut the fuel pump off. If you weren't to turn this tank on before you shut this one off, you're going to kill your engine. That's what I was saying. So we'll let that run for a little bit. Just going to let it run for a little longer because people have to, if they wish, they can subscribe to the channel and get a chance to win. So need some tunes. You have all that vibration going on inside there. It's a beautiful looking plane, though. And she's fast. I mean, we're at 70% power. And we're doing 190 knots. Well, we do have a tailwind, but so our route, I did promise that. So the way I planned this route, I actually wanted to keep some VORs up, and so I had a backup. So we have a couple of VORs in the flight, back up to the GPS, and I started off. Started off with my departure and my arrival, and then I put the route in accordingly. And if you follow, so we're on some airways, some VOR or VFR airways, but I want it to go the southern route over Harrisburg, but you can see the chart has sections of the airway is unusable. So that's why we're going the northern route to Reading. But this route, you got to go over the Ohio River and the Susquehanna and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. Hey, Drunk Billy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, so far so good. Except this is my last day of my extremely long vacation. Got to go back to work tomorrow. And if you're just joining in, guys, so we're running a giveaway for A2A aircraft. It's exclamation point Piper. Holden says, am I crazy or did you just get a join button today? I was going to say something. So I low-key opened up memberships. So we got a little soft launch of memberships going there. Just one tier. I set it pretty low down on the price point just to start an exclusive membership thing. If we get enough members on board, I'll actually do some members only streams and stuff like that. But thought we needed some emojis. But exclamation point Piper to win an A2A. And this will be for any A2A aircraft. So, I mean, even if you want, I guess it would be good for, any of their FSX stuff too. But I imagine it's going to be for the Comanche 250 or the Aerostar 600. Considering they wanted me to sign in with a store account, this is going to be PC only. PC only. Holden, our first flight crew member. Welcome to the flight crew. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate that. Whoa, I've been waiting to join and I beat Limp. You did beat Limp. You did beat Limp. You can rub that in. So I just threw together some quick generic emojis. We'll of course build on that as we move forward with the memberships. But I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Anybody else? The A2A giveaway. Gonna be wrapping this one up soon. So far, let's see in the running. So far, we only got Holden. Holden, you're like gonna win a lot of stuff on this channel. It's awesome. All right, 2 minutes. I'm going to choose a winner. If we only have the only person that's entered is Holden, and if no one else wants to enter, Holden's going to be our winner. But I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. That way you guys can take the opportunity to hit the exclamation point Piper in chat. Exclamation point Piper. So oil pressure is a little on the high side, but everything else seems to be in the green. Gotta keep an eye on that one. That one will kill our engine. That one will kill our engine. Oil temperature's still good though. Man, I did not think that that propeller would be so pronounced. That is actually really cool. That propeller being worn. All right, Holden, you're our winner of the A2A aircraft. Congratulations. No problem. So I'll get your, I think I still have your information from the last win you had. So I'll get that over to Lewis, and he'll be in contact with you probably the next day or so. Hang on a second. Just doing some things. Get that information over to Lewis. You think you could message Limp and see if I could gift it to him, since he let me have the last one. He won. Yeah, you could do that. I'll send him a message. He has been saying he wants to get into GA. All right, message is sent. But congratulations anyway. Wow. It's sent. Awesome. Awesome. That's a really cool surprise. That'd be awesome. Got a really good group of people here. Very generous. All right, so we're passing the Parkersburg VOR, and now we're going to be on our longest stretch. Now is going to be from here to Johnstown. It's the Ohio River in front of us. The Ohio River right here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been tossing it back and forth, and there was so many times that was just, we were having so much fun and just needed that, pretty much, we need that emojis and just to get involved in more of a community within the community. And I said, why not? We'll start it off. I don't want it, there's no need for like different tiers, and because you can set up like 3 different tiers and all that stuff. So I thought it's one tier, one little membership group, and let me see. It's going to be really fun. I'll be right back. All right, I'll see you when you get back. But everyone just tuning in. We're flying the A2A Comanche. We're doing the A2A 2026 challenge, where we're going to be we just bought this plane. We just picked it up in a small airport in Hillsboro, Ohio. And we're going to follow it along for the year. So this is going to be a series. We're going to fly it to different destinations and just keep track of its persistent save state, where fuel and mechanical, and we'll kind of do a running tab with fuel and upgrade costs or maintenance costs. And at the end of the year, we'll do our final flight, and then we'll go over how much we actually spent in keeping this plane for the whole year. So I thought it'd be pretty fun. And you guys will get an opportunity to vote on routes and just get involved. So but our virtual flight diaries, our channel plane, this 250 and November 240 Mike is going to be based in Reading. So we'll be going for flights from the Reading. Well, our base will be Reading. We'll probably be taking this bird all over the country in this whole year. So we're going to fly the heck out of it. But right now we have a bad propeller. You can see why we're vibrating here. And we also have a bad baffle, which is most likely causing our little bit of our temps to run a little high. But I'm monitoring too. Oil pressure is still in the green. It's on a little bit on the high side. I don't want to blow the oil pump. If we blow the oil pump, our engine's going to stop. So we're going to have to kind of be mindful of like where we can land if it happens. And then we'll have to add breakdown and tow to the nearest airport to our tab. But anything can happen, and that's what's really cool about it. So we decided there was no heavy mechanic facilities at Hillsborough, so we couldn't fix our prop. So we had to, but Dan, the mechanic over there said, yeah, it's good to go. You're going to fly in the U.S. only? To keep it realistic, since we're going to be based out of Reading, Pennsylvania, yeah, probably. I mean, Canada is not out of the question. But we won't be able to, take it over to Europe or anything like that to try to keep the reality of it. So yeah, that's why we got this vibration, because our prop is out of balance because it's all worn out. So it's probably shaking in the hub, which is not good. So hopefully we don't have a prop failure either. But that's their challenge they put out on the Discord, is to take one of their planes and fly it for the whole year and treat it as if you owned it. Because they want to be able to demonstrate that their persistent model is such that it simulates not only the aircraft, but that it's a living, breathing aircraft, and that you could simulate ownership with wear and tear. And maybe on 2024 multiplayer? Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll give that a shot. We'll fly on the network and both the network, and I'll turn multiplayer on. I think I should still have it on. I'm not sure. I'm not going to check because I don't want to crash my stream. Doing too many things gets kind of sketchy. But from future on, even all my flights, I'm going to put multiplayer on. As long as the only problem I would have with multiplayer with airliner flights and such is if things get weird with VATSIM, like people start conflicting with VATSIM. I guess we could find out that that's a multiplayer plane, and we could, get it. You know what? Another thing we could do is use a server that's like dark, so that no one's on it in the area that we're in. So we're kind of more private to the stream. That's an idea. But yeah, I want more people to fly along. I really do enjoy when everyone's flying along. It really makes it fun. So absolutely multiplayer. And we'll even take her up and do some VFR on the network too, because I haven't done that yet. And I have an understanding to it. I did pass my ATC test, so I had to learn all the VFR stuff. Passed my ATC test for VATSIM, the VATSIM Air Traffic Control Academy. You're right there, Drunk Billy. You're absolutely right. Multiplayer planes will have name tags. So if a multiplayer plane is like entering the runway and it's got a name tag on it, we can let that go. I didn't think of that. That's awesome. That's right. That's how we'll be able to differentiate. Because especially, it's very limiting in the fact that, especially if you guys are running this sim on consoles, you can't. I don't think you can't use VATSIM on consoles. So, really limits you guys. I don't know if you run it on a console, Drunk Billy. That's the thing. I think VATSIM's a little purist in their ideas of what flight sim should be. PC consoles for more casual flying. Gotcha. You like chase plane, although according to the forums out there, putting it in cinematic mode like this is apparently testing destiny. That view is a little far away. So what's cool about this plane is, so it was designed in the 1950s. It was part of the post-war general aviation boom, and Piper took the same wing design, the laminar flow wing, or the not the laminar flow, maybe that's what it's called. Anyway, they took the wing design from the P-51 Mustang. And they put, so this is the 250 model. I think they had the Comanche 180, 250. I think there was a 300 series model, and they had a big engine one, which was the 400 in the 400 series. I don't know the exact numbers. That's why I'm just saying series number. But this one has a 250 horsepower engine in it. They put it all the way up to 400 horsepower, I believe. So now that I'm back to work, I have to step in and out of chat. That's fine. That's fine. Wouldn't want you to get fired, Holden. But I appreciate you popping in and out. Maybe I'll win the lottery tonight and I won't have to go back to work tomorrow. $180 million or something like that on the Mega Millions jackpot. Imagine a flight sim setup I could buy with that. Virtual flight diaries will be coming to you from a full motion level D simulator. That would be incredible, but probably the odds of winning, yeah, maybe even two of them. I'd have to build a classic airliner, prop airliner, full motion. Have someone build it for me. Some multi-millionaire. But could you imagine a fully functioning steam gauge DC-6 full motion? That would be wild. Or like a 747 Classic and actually have a fully operational flight engineers panel. Yeah, like the 747-200, exactly. I don't think anyone has a full 727-200 simulator, home simulator. The best game night it could be, yes. Well, $180 million, it probably could take a budget of that, probably rent a warehouse and build a bunch of them. So we could still have different planes. I couldn't just have one. But like that potato chip commercial, you couldn't just eat one. I couldn't just have one simulator, although it'd be really cool. But I gotta have a Boeing, gotta have a Airbus, a couple classic prop liner. My favorite plane is a DC-3, so that would be cool. A full motion DC-3 simulator. Not like in these clouds. It's not good for this plane. GA flies 747 on multiplayer. Exactly. we're going to get in the cockpit in these clouds so I can try to prevent my engine from failing. So what is our outside temperature? We're only 5,000 feet. So we're at, we're right at 10C. Microsoft Flight Simulator might do Microsoft Flight Simulator things. I don't think they're going to be wing icing. I'm worried about some carb icing, though. Of course, that cylinder temperature is pretty good. Can you climb higher? Yeah, but not too much. And I really don't want to, because we do have our propeller problem, I really don't want to work it too hard to climb up to the higher altitudes. We've got a lot of problems going on. So let's what is our minimum? So we're out here in Western Pennsylvania, coming up into Western Pennsylvania, and Western and Central Pennsylvania is very mountainous. Yeah, so we got minimum descent vector there, 5,000, 4,700. The 400, $200. Yeah, it wouldn't be. I don't think that'd be a good idea. A lot of mountainous terrain. We should be breaking out of this, though. Should be breaking out of it shortly. Not accumulating any ice. And the engine's still running good. We just want to monitor it closely until we break out of the soup. We're at 5,000 feet. We're probably only $2,000 feet above the ground. But if we start icing up, we're going to have to make decisions. So, well, right now, I think we're good. I think I'm going to, so when we get to Reading, we're going to price out a new propeller. And that's going to be our first purchase. It's going to be a new propeller because we can't fly all over the country and Canada and everywhere else with the propeller vibrating like that. It's not going to be good. wonder how much a new propeller does cost. Just curious. So a new Macaulay STC blade. Well, when all else fails, we can try ChatGPT, right? All right, we're supposed to be breaking out of this, according to the VATSIM weather map. All right, a new factory Macaulay 3-blade propeller assembly costs $22,200. This plane's getting to be expensive already. Not to mention the $70-some thousand or whatever we paid to purchase it, as is. I think we're good. I think we're warm enough. Yeah, I think we're bouncing up above the 10 mark, so it's just gonna be soupy, which kind of sucks because Western Pennsylvania's got some pretty good scenery. $3,400 in a bit. Okay. I'd have to go to 3,000 because I'm IFR. I'm on an IFR flight plan. And we're actually going to be on network soon. Actually, it looks like we're starting to break out. Cool. Still miserable, but A2A, this one had really good sounds to it too. The engine sounds are pretty good. That's the thing. The reason I filed 5,000 as part of my flight plan is to kind of stay above the terrain. Because back when I was a kid in Civil Air Patrol, we definitely had a lot of search and rescue missions out here with planes going down in the Laurel Mountain Range. It's the weather disagrees with you. Yeah, it does. It's not being very kind. But we definitely had a lot of search missions out here. Latrobe, Johnstown. Don't want to mess with the Laurel Mountains. But we're good. We're not icing. It's about 40 degrees, so I don't think we're going to be. Hold in. It's funny. Me and Limp were just talking about GA flying last night. I've been needing to hop back into the Sky Courier and try it out again. What did you think of the Sky Courier? And have they done some updates to it? Because the last time I flew it was when it released, and I didn't think it was all that. There was a lot of broken things to it. So I was so excited actually about it. Not many places to land. Well, over here, a lot of these fields would be good. I put her down on this road, actually. we get closer to Johnstown, that'll be a landing point if something goes wrong. We actually end up having a failure. Knock on wood. My camera just died, didn't it? I'll have to hop in and check it out again. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a default plane, so it's not going to be uber realistic. And I don't mind default planes if they have a fun factor. All right, reset my camera. I don't need the controls cam up right now. What happened to that? Not sure if they have yet or not, but if they haven't, be sure to look up an engine startup video, because the last time I looked, the in-game checklist was wrong. That's probably what my problem was, because that was one of the things I ended up getting frustrated because I couldn't start the dang thing. And I wasn't going to do Control E. I mean, it did it just to fly it around, but so that'd be cool to do some FedEx cargo ops down in the Caribbean with the Sky Courier. There are two switches you have to flip when the startup. I think it's the fuel booster switches. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a year. Pardon me. It's been a year since I've been in it, so I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll look at some videos, because if we can get that one working, well, I'll stream it. We'll bring it on the channel. So this livery I picked up on the Flight Sim TO. It's a livery by Tim HH. The only complaint I have about it is there's a random ding noise that can happen every 10 minutes or so. But I could have been doing something wrong to cause that. I don't know what it caused it. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll hop in to the Sky Courier either today or tomorrow, and I'll check it out. See if I could come up with a solution to all its issues. So I know V1 flew it on his channel. Let's see. So this is Johnstown, guys. And there was a famous flood. So what happened was up here, up this river, there's a dam. And the dam broke and dumped this whole valley, got flooded. the water. So this is the town of Johnstown, and the whole valley got flooded. It came right down and flooded the whole town. Hit the hillside, rolled back, destroyed everything. Yes, island hop. I love flying in the Caribbean and island hopping. It is so much fun. So Holden says, yeah, let us know. But I've done full flights in it, and it's fun. I also can't remember if they fixed the squawk before you couldn't set a squawk code. So I'm going to look it up right now. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not that big of a deal, because even if we're on the network, there's a little hack you can do in vPilot to get the squawk code up. Sim Update 3 fixed it. All right, well, check it out. Do some cargo ops. I do know there's a FedEx livery on FlightSimTO for it. So all right, there's the airport at Johnstown. That would be one of our go-tos if we had a failure right now. See how we're doing. We're still in the green. Can flip the tanks. So flipping the tanks, we got, remember, fuel pump on. Check fuel pressure. Fuel pressure is good. We turn the tank that's off on, and then we shut the tank that we don't want on off. Got to do it that way, guys, or it's going to get real quiet. All right, we come back up here. We wait for a second. We still check if we got fuel pressure, and fuel pump off. Cole said, yeah, you saw that FedEx livery too? I'm going to try it out tonight. Yeah, so we do some Caribbean ops. We'll depart like Fort Lauderdale or Miami and island hop all the way down to like, say, I don't know, San Juan. That'd be cool. Do a delivery run. Yeah, but this is why you also, so like now we're past Johnstown, so there's going to be all the Appalachian Mountains come up through here. So we cannot go below 5,000. So we're stuck now. Let's go wind turbines. That'd be fun. Last time I flew that aircraft, I was flying along with V1's Barry Sear toured Americas while he was up in Alaska and Canada. Yeah, I flew a couple of them. I was flying a bunch of those legs. I actually joined the Radio Engine Mafia. I was flying a DC-3 for his trips. It's a shame that tour kind of ended. That was fun. It was funny. They were all taking bets on me whether or not I could get the DC-3 into that last airport that he landed at, or the second to last one into Mexico when they just crossed the border. It wasn't even an airport, so I had to do a little recording of me landing at that strip. We barely got it in there, but I got the DC-3 in there. I love how they have these wind turbines in the sim. They're all over these mountain ranges out here in western Pennsylvania. That's so cool. And I also noticed that like steam towers, like nuclear power plants and smokestacks have smoke coming out or either steam or smoke coming out the top of them. That's actually a new addition. 2020 and flight sims before didn't have any of those elements in there. I know some modders did it, but it seems to be there's default now, which is a nice element to VFR flying. That's so cool. All right, we're going to be coming in on the network soon. I'm going to switch it over, start monitoring it.
Teterboro, wind variable at 4, runway 19er, clear to land. And I missed the call sign, say again.
All right, so our first expenditure for our 2026 challenge is going to be a $22,000 prop. Of course, we'll try to get the cheap. I'll see if the composite one, the other one that there's at the MT, the MT prop is cheaper. Excuse me. But we're going to have to get a new prop.
United 721, cross Lurch at 14,000, Harrisburg.
And then I'll have we'll add to the funds for this. So we'll add, I'll have the mechanic at Reading go over the engine too. So do the spark plugs, all new cylinder valves and stuff like that. So we'll do a not a complete overhaul. Not adding that expense, but we're gonna keep the 430 in here for now. Maybe sometime during the year we'll upgrade either to a 530 or a 750. 750 costs about $17,000. So I'll let you guys. That's gonna be part of the fun. I'll let you guys decide the upgrades and so on.
Roger, sir. That's gonna be at your own risk. Advise you're ready for taxi.
So how was the prop damaged? We bought it this way.
American 209, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
When I clicked the used option and it randomized the airframe hours and the engine hours, it showed up that the prop was worn. So we couldn't replace it at we replaced the oil filter because we could do that there, but we couldn't replace it at Hillsboro because it was a small little tiny airport, didn't have a ability to change a propeller, so we had to fly it back to Reading to get the propeller changed.
Legion 1621 to center maintain 3000.
Trying to keep the realism up.
Delta 513, wind 0609er, runway 4, clear to land. Set your aircraft, Philadelphia Airport information, Whiskey, current to Philadelphia, altimeter is 29081. American 2153, cross Clipper at 12,000 to Baltimore.
I wonder if center's even going to notice me.
29er, 79er.
Clipper at 12,000, 29er, 79er, American 2153.
It would be funny if it had it modeled that would potentially fall off or something like that. Yeah, I do. I think if the prop fails, I think we lose all power. I think that's how they have it modeled.
Southport 300 is Quebec, current altimeter 29990, runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha.
If it's worn out, at least no overhaul is needed. Yeah, so we might just do a fix instead of a replace. But I don't know if you can fix propellers that are worn out, because it might be the hub. I would say it's the hub bearings and how much the vibration is, because I'm guessing is modeled is that the propeller is actually out there kind of bouncing around.
Station 3 Foxtrot, climb maintain by level 190.
190,
Romeo 30.
That's awesome that it cleared up. This is the scenery I wanted to fly over.
Changing frequency,
For now, yes.
American near departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15000. Allegiant 1621.
But I think it'll be cool. We'll have some fun with this challenge, with this A2A challenge, and in December of this year, we'll do our last flight and we'll tally it all up.
New York, good day, United 5044, passing 170. 1544, New York approach, good afternoon, it is Sierra current, expect west from my 4 approach, altimeter 29089. Expect Alice 4 approach, and altimeter 29089, United 5044. Delta 965, descend and maintain 6000. Allegiant 1621, turn right heading 100.
Let's do some, since we're going to be going on the network soon, hopefully. Clean up the plane a little bit. Check the gyro drift. Looks like it's still good.
New York Center, good afternoon. Runway 13, taxi via Bravo and Papa, hold short runway 4.
Just did a magic gyro drift adjustment.
Allegiant 1621, descend and maintain 2000.
Oh, that's right. I'm reading the whiskey compass wrong. See, I've got to get back into this thing.
Delta 965,
So, yeah, it was off. Good. I have the general Moby flight profile, and it's only so the only thing that works on it is you can adjust the heading and course knobs, which makes it easy. On the yellow for the oil pressure there, but the cylinders look good. Yep, there's New York Center.
So 513, welcome to LaGuardia. Yeah, hold short of my 13.
New York Center, Comanche 240 Mike at 5,000.
Number 240 Mike, New York Center, good afternoon. You radar contact 2 miles southeast of Phillipsburg, VOR. The Harrisburg altimeter is 297A. American 280, 177.
All right. Now we're cooking with gas. Now all we've got to do is make sure our engine holds out. We've got about 30 minutes left in the flight. So we're coming up on above Harrisburg. We'll be crossing the Susquehanna River. Breaking up. I don't know.
You're clear to Alice Ford approach.
Let's kill the music for now so we can listen to the ATC.
Line up from white traffic across the runway downfield.
Bump that up a little bit.
Southwest 758 cross runway 4, continue taxi. Delta 513 cross runway.
So unfortunately too, because we're doing this
Romeo, Golf, Alpha to the ramp.
question about flying a smaller plane and low altitude IFR, would there ever be a time when you fly out of controlled airspace, and if you are at a low altitude, would they send you to Unicom? Yes. Yes, we were on Unicom the whole way here. That's gonna stink that he's breaking up like that.
And American 209, how do you hear?
Fixed it. All right.
Okay, I'm being stepped on by a couple pilots, that's why. Delta 695, fly heading 220, descend maintain 4,000.
I don't think that was why.
Wrong call sign, sorry. Delta 965, Delta 965.
Redemption time. Yeah, we won't be signing off here.
Clear to land. Roger 127 Charlie Heavy, traffic will holds in position, cross runway 4 left.
All right, so we need ILS.
And turn left on Alpha to the gate.
13 approach. One 10.5.
Speed out at 1544, maintain 8,000 and proceed direct to Benning.
Maintain 8,000 and direct Benning is United
110.55 and
United 1864.
it's 133 on the course.
At 1864 New York Center, good afternoon. Information Tango now current at Newark. The Newark altimeter is 2986. Expect ILS 22 left approach.
We'll expect the 22 left up. We'll get Tango. United 1864.
Metro aircraft 8 is Romeo now current at Kennedy, altimeter 298 is Tango current at Gordy, altimeter is 2988. Delta 965, maintain 210 knots. Stand by. Delta 265, maintain 210 knots.
Just a little bit of aviating. We're out of the minimums for 5,000.
The body of wind 05010, altimeter 298 from my 13, clear for takeoff.
Well, it's going to be tough to hear him.
American 209, climb maintain for level 240, that's going to be your phone.
Roger,
American 2153, contact Potomac 119.85. 119.85, how many come to deal with you? Station 3 Pop Foxtrot, contact Boston 134.7.
All right, so we're going to go to Rash, and then we're going to come back around to Ravine, just on the other side of Harrisburg. So Reading's actually not too far away from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So
Out of 1544, proceed direct Benning, maintain 7,000, and join the localizer. Bravo Echo, November, Golf.
Can you second 1544, your unit number?
Out of 1544, descend and maintain 7,000, and proceed direct Benning.
Descend and maintain 7,000, direct Benning, United Pacific Call.
Delta 48 Heavy, flighting 100, Mike 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Near center, you said, 240 Mascot altitude for American 209.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to central Pennsylvania, but these mountains actually are like this. It's weird. They got these fingers of mountains with valleys in between.
Southwest 758 near departure with our contact, climb and maintain 15,000. Delta 965, reduce speed to 180.
Okay, so what I was going to say before we got busy is unfortunately we're not going to be able to do replays because what replays will do will affect and damage the plane. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to do any kind of replays. If you guys were familiar with any kind of persistence model, like watching V1 simulations, so he didn't do any replays at the end either because for one, it bounces the hours up. It can be hard on the landing gear, so we'll have expenditures and stuff that we won't be able to reset because of the replay.
Flight 51 Heavy, New York Center, good afternoon. Runway 4 left.
Plus, you can also damage the engine. It gets weird.
Cross runway 31 left.
So these streams aren't going to have any replays, unfortunately.
New York Blue Streak 5171 1000.
And you see, we're pretty balanced. We probably can keep it in this tank all the way to Reading.
For 5171, that was broken on unreadable.
Right?
I believe I caught ILS Victor 9 right, but your audio is coming in very broken and stuttery.
That's interesting. Okay, stand by.
Okay, that one was fine. I think it's just your internet connection.
Yeah, it's not my internet connection. Maybe I'm getting stepped on. Or it's the network. I've had no problems today. You can expect the ILS Victor 9 right and verify when you get X-ray.
All right, we'll get X-ray and ILS Victor.
Reviewing some of the checklist items. So approach is pretty much the standard gumps. All right.
United 995, fly heading 100, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Victor 171 has X-ray.
Roger. And Mr. Call sign taken. That's Singapore 25.
Let's get the controls cam up.
Southwest 758, proceed direct to Park, maintain 17,000.
Direct Park and climb and maintain 17,000. I heard you a little bit.
All right, so we're going to come into, so let's review ILS 13. 110.55 set, course of 133 set. Our intercept is 2,100 feet. If we have to go miss, we'll climb 900 feet, then climbing return to 3,200 feet, heading 280, and we'll call New York Center and let them know we went missed. Let me in at the outlets. Outlet.
November 90878 Golf, New York Center, Roger,
Fix.
standby. Delta 48, heavy contact Boston Center 134.7.
And we're at 5,000 feet. We only got to come down to 3,200, and we're looking at marginal VFR conditions.
Intercept the localizer to center maintain 3,000.
It's probably these
United 1864 to center maintain 6,000.
Descend maintain 6,000, United 1864.
Continental 19 Alpha, New York Center, good evening, descending 7,000.
this fog layer is probably going to be in the valley there at Reading.
Continental 19 Heavy, New York Center, rate is Tango current, expect ILS 22 left, altimeter is 2986.
To the left, QNH, QNH is 2986 for Continental 19 Alpha.
United 1564, runway 4, clear to land. Cushion United 1544, runway 4, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 4, United 1544.
American 209er across Flipper at 12,000, the Baltimore altimeter is 2976.
Clipper at 12,000, Baltimore altimeter is 276.
All right, so we look good. We look good, other than our propeller keeps vibrating, but
maintain 5,000.
Direct B1 down to 5,000. Did you give me an arrival earlier? It was caught up in the choppy audio.
Police 5171, expect the ILS Victor not a right approach. Proceed direct B1 to center maintain 5,000.
Alright, direct B1 down to 5,000, 5171. Could you do me a favor and spell out B1?
That's Bravo Whiskey India November Echo. It's on the final approach course for 9.
that's Philly. You're coming into Philly there.
Alright, I see it now, thank you.
Okay, guys, just stepping on each other.
There's the Susquehanna River.
Radar contact, turn left heading 020, climb maintain 17,000.
Harrisburg's right down over here.
Delta 965, cleared ILS from my 4 approach. Southwest 758, climb maintain, flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Southwest 758.
Or, no, my bad. This is the Susquehanna.
Springbok 20, correction 210, New York City Roger.
New York Center, 989 Heavy 299 to 379.
Descending to 7,000 level by current and maintaining 250.
United 989 New York City Roger. Continental 19 Alpha, New York Center, rate is Tango current, expect the ILS 22 left, altimeter is 2986.
ILS 22 left, altimeter 2986 for Continental 19 Heavy.
United 995, proceed direct Merit. United 995, proceed direct.
That's some crazy modeling. The visors are shaking too. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's really letting us know that we're vibrating the hell out of our plane.
Main call for the Bravo transition, standby just a minute.
Which is probably going to
Heavy or my 4 left, clear for takeoff.
might even cause some airframe problems.
And New York Center, American 1877, flight level 360, light chop.
American 1877, New York Center, Roger, clear direct Murph.
Direct Mercer, and the correction, American 18.
Yeah, A2A really does it. This is like the kind of stuff that's just a little, that gives them a little bit of edge over Black Square. I really like Black Square's products, but
2379, New York Center, squawk 1747, runway 4 left, taxi via Bravo and Kilo. Hold short, runway 31 left.
But they have their patented AccuSim program.
American 2379, squawk 1747. Continental 100 Alpha Heavy, turn left heading 170, descend and maintain 6000.
Turn left 170, descend maintain 6000, Continental 19 Alpha.
Well, we avoided the ice, and now we're almost home, guys. Almost home.
171, descend and maintain 3000, speed is your discretion.
Alright, down to 3000, speed by discretion, Blue Streak 5171.
If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button. We've
Heavy, New York Center, 8 is Tango Current, runway 22 left, altimeter 2986.
started this new series, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let everyone know that we're liking the idea.
Welcome to the LaGuardia, taxi to the gate. Delta 965, runway 4 cleared to land.
This is the Susquehanna.
United 995, contact Boston Center 134.7.
This is the Susquehanna, guys. So Harrisburg's down over here. And you guys know about 3 Mile Island.
United 995, contact.
Supposedly they're going to open up that nuclear power plant again. 3 Mile.
United 989, clear direct Whale.
I was at direct Whale for 989.
United 99, affirmative, clear direct Whale.
Direct Whale, yeah, 989 heavy.
Please shake 5171, you're 6 miles from Kelly, maintain 3000 till established, cleared ILS Victor 9 at right approach.
3000 till established, cleared ILS Victor 9, right Blue Streak 5171.
Please shake 5171, the Philly wind 090 at 7, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Runway 9 right, clear to land, Blue Streak 5171.
Number 90878, Gulfstream, your transponder on, please. Says, just verify your altitude reporting is on.
Thing is, they start vectoring us. We're all set with the heading.
Radar contact, turn left heading 030, climb maintain 17,000.
Turn left here 030, Hawaii VT1 heavy.
Hawaiian 51, climb maintain 17,000.
Maintain 17,000, Hawaiian 500.
American 209er, contact Potomac 119.85.
195, American 209, see ya.
You connected Canada 728,
Air Canada 720, New York Center, 8 is Tango Current, altimeter 2988, ILS 4 approach, descend to maintain 6,000.
6,000, ILS 4,
Continental 19er heavy, turn left heading 160, descend to maintain.
To reacquaint myself with the 430.
160, descend and maintain 6,000, contact with 190.
Southwest 758, climb maintain for level 320.
Campsite level 320, Southwest 758.
All right, a couple calling you block each other again because you're all trying to call at the same time. Remember, 78 Golf from my 4 left at intersection Juliet, taxi via Bravo, and Juliet, hold shut on my 4 left.
I just tuned in raving VR. That's what it, just to back us up.
Turn left 130, descend maintain 4000 for Continental 19 Alpha.
New York Center, Canada 781, we're just 10 nautical miles south of Beats, flight level 300 for 37.
Air Canada 8781, New York Center, radar contact, climb maintain for level 360 for the pump.
360, Canada 781.
United 989, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Center 34-7, United 989 Heavy, have a good one.
Air Canada 720, turn right heading 250, vectors to final.
Right 240,
Air Canada 720, turn right heading 250.
250.
Hawaiian 51 Heavy, proceed direct Gale.
Proceed direct Gale, Hawaiian 51 Heavy.
Delta 965, welcome to LaGuardia, cross runway 13, taxi Romeo Golf Alpha to the gate. That's approved. Continental 100 Alpha Heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
Clouds look nice. Sim's good today. It was a little flat though.
180, vectors to final, and then 921 Heavy.
All right, so we're going to hit Ravine, and then it's going to take us, point us towards running.
379, fly heading 100, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. Continental 190 Alpha Heavy, turn right, heading 190, intercept localizer.
Turn right 190 to intercept localizer, Continental 19 Alpha.
Continental 190 Heavy, fly heading 130, descend and maintain 4000.
Flying 130, descend and maintain 4000 for Continental 190.
Well, actually, we'll go direct outlet.
Look. United 921 Heavy, descend and maintain 6000.
6000 and 921 Heavy.
PMDG 736, New York City, roger. Turnback 210, New York Oceanic is offline, radio service terminated, frequency change approved. Air Canada 720, descend and maintain 4000. Continental 190 Alpha Heavy is 900 miles from Buzz, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Clear ILS to the left approach, Continental 19 Alpha, and 9 miles from Buzz.
Continental 190 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Continental 190.
Yes, hello, Jazz 986, 58,000,
Jazz 986, New York Center, 8 is Tango, current ILS runway 4 approach, altimeter is 2988.
All right, so this is our initial approach fix, so we'll head that way.
Negative on the clearance, just expect ILS runway 4 approach. Hawaiian 51, climb and maintain, flight level 250.
Climb and maintain, flight level 250, Hawaiian 51 Heavy. Right on here.
Please shake 5171, taxi via Sierra Foxtrot, hold short on my 800 live.
Sierra Foxtrot, not left.
Reading is out over here.
Delta 201 Heavy, the ramp is uncontrolled, advise ready for taxi, runway 4 left, 8 is Romeo, altimeter 800. Continental 100 Heavy, fly heading 200, draw on the localizer.
Flying 200 for the localizer, Continental 190.
Air Canada 720, turn left heading 200.
Get our landing lights on.
Jazz 986, descend and maintain 6000. United 921 Heavy, turn left heading 130, descend and maintain 5000.
130, 5000 at 91 Heavy.
Continental 19 Heavy is 12 miles from Buzz, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS from my 22 left approach.
3000 until established, clear ILS 22 left approach for Continental 19.
Number 240 Mike, Reading altimeter is 2979er, expect visual approach for runway 13.
2979er, and we'll expect the visual 13. 240 Mike.
New York Center, 736, level 8000. Air 5736, New York Center, rate is Tango, current ILS 4 approach, LaGuardia altimeter is 2988.
2988, and expect 4 approach, 5736.
American 2379, New York departure, radar contact, turn right heading 250, climb and maintain 17,000.
Preston 250, subpost on left air 96379.
Continental 19 Alpha Heavy, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
2 left here to land 19 Alpha.
Continental 19 Heavy, cleared ILS 22 left approach.
Yeah, we were cleared ILS 22 left and currently on the ILS on the 19.
QJazz 9086, fly heading 250, vectors defined.
Fly heading 250, final, just 9.
So outlet puts us at
Direct was a
12 nautical miles from the runway.
5171, cross runway 9 left at Foxtrot, taxi to the ramp.
So this doesn't have a coupled approach, like you got a hand fly everything.
Aircan 720, turn right heading 220, reduce speed to 210.
Speed 210, anything again, center rate 720.
Aircan 720, turn right heading 220.
Right 220.
All right, we're going to go to the fullest tank for landing.
21 heavy, reduce speed to 210.
We'll pump on.
Maintain 3000. United 921 heavy, reduce speed to 210, descend and maintain
We'll just leave it.
3000.
210, 3000 at 91 heavy.
Continental 19 heavy, runway 22 left, clear land.
2 left here to land Continental 19.
Endeavor 5736, descend and maintain 6000.
6000, 5736.
American 2379, proceed direct Robbinsville.
Robbinsville, American 57
Skyhawk 78 Golf, fly heading 100, my 4 left at Joliet, cleared for takeoff. Cessna 78 Golf on departure, fly heading 100.
You should be picking up the ILS.
New York American 1877, request level 380.
We're not going to pick up the ILS.
American 1877, climb maintain.
Yeah, we'll pick up the ILS.
Climb maintain for level 30, American 1877, thanks.
Comanche 240 Mike, descend and maintain 3000.
Say maintain 3000. 240 Mike.
Aircraft trying to call, your microphone is muted. Brake, Air Canada 720, turn 10 degrees right, heading 230.
Right 230, Air Canada 720.
United 921 heavy vector across the localizer, turn right, heading 240 to intercept.
240 to intercept, United 921 heavy.
Delta 445, New York Center, welcome. Runway 13, taxi via Bravo, Papa, hold short, runway 4.
You don't need to send like a bat out of hell.
United 921 heavy is 12 miles from Buzz, maintain 3000 till established, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Comanche 3000, southeast, clear ILS, 22 left, 21 heavy, and it's good switch.
Speed is your discretion.
Discretion, thank you. 921 heavy.
Endeavor 5736, fly heading 250.
250, I'm heading in at 736.
Jazz 9086, turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 4,000.
Left 220, descend and maintain 4,000.
Air Can 720, turn, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend 3,000,
American 2379, climb maintain, flight level 340.
240, we can touch descend.
They just managed the descent with the trim.
Hawaiian 51, climb maintain, flight level 360.
Climb maintain 360, Hawaiian 51.
Blew through the ILS.
Comanche 240, Mike, Reading Airport, 12 o'clock and 10 miles.
We're looking for the field. 240, Mike.
Air Canada 8781, Cleveland Center closed, change to advisory approved today.
Advisory Air Canada 8781, see ya.
Air Canada 720, turn left heading 070, intercept from my 4 right localized, question from my 4 localizer.
Captain localized before, and I need to head ahead for 720.
Air Canada 720, my apologies, turn left heading 070 to intercept.
070 to intercept, Canada 720.
Cessna 9878 Golf, radar
All right,
contact.
my plane.
5000.
Radar contact, maintaining 5,000.
United 921 Heavy, you're my 22 left, cleared to land. Continental 19 Heavy, welcome to Newark, cross for my 22 right on Victor, taxi Victor, Alpha to the ramp. Air Canada 720, maintain 3000, still established on the localizer, cleared ILS for my 4 approach. Air Canada 720, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS for my 4 approach.
Maintain 3,000 to establish cleared ILS for
Lufthansa 400 Super, were you trying to check in? Lufthansa 400 Super, New York Center. Roger, descend and maintain 7,000, information Romeo current, expect ILS 4 right approach.
Roger, descend 7,000, descend and maintain 7,000 feet, and information Romeo, expect to the 4 right approach.
Delta 445, cross from my 4, continue. Comanche 40 Mike, do you have the airport in sight?
Negative. There seems to be a fog layer. We are on the localizer for 13.
Yeah, my apologies. Comanche 40 Mike, you're cleared ILS 13 approach.
Clear the ILS 13 approach. Comanche 40 Mike.
Southwest 758, Washington Center closed, change to advisory approved.
Center 9087 Angle.
Go ahead.
Am I clear to heading 1908 to Ointment?
Cox 78 Golf, you know you filed a flight plan to go to Kennedy.
A little high on that ILS. It's been a while since I actually hand flew an ILS approach.
Remember 78 Golf, proceed direct Ant-Man.
Roger, descending to Ant-Man.
Endeavor 5736, turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 4,000.
That's our airport in front of us.
736.
Jazz 9086, reduce speed to 180.
Reduce speed 180, check.
Air Canada 720, you're on my 4, clear to land, traffic departs from my 13 prior to your arrival. Comanche 240 Mike, runway 13 cleared to land, wind is 090 at 5.
Runway 13 clear to land. 240 Mike.
Delta 445, runway 13 cleared for takeoff.
And we have the runway in sight. A little high. Let's bring it down. One thing about GA is it's very easy to correct.
Change to advisory approved.
All right, we're full visual now.
American 1877, Washington Center closed, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, American 1877, bye-bye.
All right, we'll go full flaps.
Heading 090 to center maintain 3000.
Turn left 090.
Still a little high. Bring it down. There is a technique to landing visual with it to be a little high. At a CFI say that you know, if we lost an engine right now and we're a little high, we actually have the altitude to make the runway. If we were right on glide path, it's very easy to fall short. There we go.
Delta 921 heavy cross from my 22 right, taxi Alpha to the gate. Chaz 9086 is 7 miles from Dennis, turn left heading 070, maintain 3000 till established, cleared ILS from my 4 approach.
070 and maintain until established.
Delta 445 near departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5000. Endeavor 5736, reduce speed to 180.
Welcome to Reading Airport, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Limp Rocketeer. Hey, welcome to the flight crew.
73 is climbing through 16,100 for flight level 190.
And we'll exit here.
United 673 New York Center, roger, stand by just a minute. Air Canada 188, are you here?
Yeah, Air Canada 188, checked in with you earlier.
Air Canada 188 New York Center, roger, cross Pucky at flight level 190, correction, cross Lendy and maintain flight level 190 at 250 knots.
Maintain 190 flight level at 295 knots. Could you repeat?
Negative. Air Canada 188 cross Lendy at flight level 190 250 knots.
Flaps up.
Cross Lendy at
Ropes off.
190 at 250 knots.
Chaz 9086, runway 4, clear to land.
Runway 4 clear to land, Chaz 9086.
Air Canada 720, welcome to LaGuardia, Tango Golf Alpha to the gate.
Right.
United 673 New York City, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, United 673.
Somebody else was asking for a clearance. What airport are you at? If you're at LaGuardia, you should have received a PDC, just advising you're ready for taxi with the ATIS.
All right, so
United 7047 New York Center, roger. Have your clearance when you're ready.
New York Center, Comanche 240 Mike. We're clear of the runway, like taxi to the ramp off of Alpha.
Comanche 240 Mike, taxi to the ramp at this frequency.
Taxi to ramp will stay with you. 240 Mike.
445, proceed direct park, climb, maintain 16,000.
All right, guys. Hey, Limp, thanks for joining the flight crew. Kind of did a soft launch of our memberships.
Departure vectors, feeds as filed.
Well, we got to say it's been 75 out, and today we've been working outside all day. Well, I mean, I take advantage of 75. It's been 40 out and cloudy all day. Anybody but Holden beat me to Atlanta might have been upset.
6 for departure, Long Island altimeter is 29089er.
Roger, advise ready taxi, and we're expecting level 6 for 974.
So, Limp, I sent you a message in Discord. Holden won the A2A giveaway, and he would like to gift that to you.
Air Canada 188 information. Romeo's current expect ILS 4 right approach.
Information Romeo, expect ILS 4 approach.
Oh, absolutely. We have chocolate chip. Only the best cookie.
United 6, Freeman, altitude maintained for level 250.
Maintain level 250, United 673. Can we step away for about 5 minutes?
Yeah, if you want to just maintain 25 and let me know when you're back.
Alright, sounds good, thanks.
Hawaiian 5-1, Cleveland Center closed, change to advisor approved.
Change advisor approved, Hawaiian.
All right, Limp.
Endeavor 5736, descend and maintain 3000 to establish on the localizer, cleared ILS from I-4 approach.
Descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 to establish on the localizer, and cleared ILS for Endeavor 5736.
All right. After landing, flaps up, stopwatch to trim is neutral. Mixture lean is required. Pumps off. Strobes off.
Alrighty.
Jazz 9086, vacated 04.
Jazz 986, welcome to LaGuardia, taxi Gulf Alpha to the ramp.
Golf Alpha to the ramp, Jazz 9086, thank you.
New York Center, good afternoon. Foxtrot 347, total 310, about 20 miles southeast of Baltimore, BOR.
Yes, we have
Foxtrot 347, New York Center, radar contact, descend and maintain.
Reading Aviation. He's got all the maintenance crews we need. We even got avionics maintenance here, so we can do all the upgrades we need. So I'm going to just park over here.
New York Center, Bridge 5706, full level 200.
All right.
706, New York Center.
And we'll do the shutdown checklist.
617, descending for level 120.
617, New York Center, ILS 4 right, it is Romeo.
All right, shutdown checklist. Barker brake is set. Radios will be off.
Air Canada 188, descend and maintain.
And we'll disconnect. Shut off all the radios. Avionics master can come off. Master switch off. Throttles closed. Mixture closed. Welcome to Reading. All right, all switches off. That's good. And get our wheels set, and we'll chock the plane. Excuse me, and tie it down. Wheel chocks, tie downs. And we're here. So like I said, because we're doing the persistent model, doing the A2A 2026 challenge, we're going to fly this for a year, and we're going to keep track of it and track of our expenditures. And in December of this year, we're going to see how much it cost us to run and operate this 250 Comanche that we just bought. Picked it up over in Hillsboro, Ohio, and just flew it here to its home base in Reading. And we got all the mechanic services here and avionics services here, so we can do all the upgrades and fixes that we need. It will just have to keep track of it all. But like I said, so we're not going to have any replays because replays screw up persistent modeling. And we want to keep this as realistic as possible. Laminated checklists are next level. Yeah. I make my own. We got a little ring. Got to have laminated checklists. Because how else are you going to, keep them nice and clean when you spill your coffee on them? So, what we got? So we put 20 gallons of fuel on there, so we'll mark that. And we got to look at replacing our propeller because we cannot fly around the world with that, or fly around the United States with that shake that we had. So we know our propeller is bad, so we're going to have to either replace it or fix it. I don't think we could fix it, but I looked it up. So Macaulay SCT propeller and hub assembly is $22,000. And we already got some dirt on her. And we're also going to have the mechanic here at Reading go over the engine. We're not going to do an overhaul, just replace spark plugs and filters. And that's going to be our expenditure. So when we do the next stream, we'll start the stream out with what our tally is so far and there. But I thought it'd be cool, like I said throughout the stream, that I'll let you guys pick destinations and just be involved in this year's 250 ownership. So what are we doing for making money for repairs? Have you come up with a game for how viewers can contribute? No, I think we should come up with a budget, right? And that's our funds, because owning airplanes, we should have a budget, right? And if we go over budget, we're cooked. We can't do the repairs. So I don't know. What should our budget be? So we've purchased a plane, $68,000. We're going to need a propeller. That's $22,000. I'll look and see if the MT, the other propeller model for this plane is the MT. It's a composite propeller. That might be cheaper. I don't know. How do you think we should do that for the money? Yeah, we'll set a budget amount for each month. And so I'll come up with something and I'll post it in the Discord. And maybe we can go back and forth with it a little bit, kind of nail it down. But I want to kind of try to keep it real. You know, we're not rich. So, and we're going to use real world pricing for gas and repairs. So it's probably going to cost about $1,500 or $2,000 just to have the mechanic go over the engine for us. So, but I'll keep a running tab in the Discord. I'm going to start a Discord channel for the Comanche, and we'll keep a running tally of our budget and everything else like that. I think that's going to be pretty cool. But all right, guys, and I want to thank everybody who stayed along, watched the stream, liked, subscribed, participated. This calls for a spreadsheet. Drunk Billy, yes, this calls for a spreadsheet. But I think this is going to be fun. A little something to have for the year. And I want to thank Holden and Limp Rocketeer for becoming our first members to the channel. Appreciate you. And now now I have 2 members, so now I can add 2 more emojis. So we're going to have to come up with 2 more emojis for the channel. Thank you for the stream. Awesome stream. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But all right, if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm gonna dip out here. Got to go talk to the mechanic over here at Reading Aviation and set some things up. So until next time, we're gonna have a brain fart there. All right. Well, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. On Virtual Flight Diaries, my name is John, and See ya.